Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, Jimmy Flipping Deals. Thank you for joining me again. I wanted to bring a topic today about whether or not markdown sales are an effective marketing strategy on eBay. My experience with them, my limited experience, I've been running them about 3 to 4 weeks, different markdown sales, and I have been using a theory or whatever of time cadence. Anything over from anything that's over a year up to 13 months is 10%. Anything 13 months to 14 months is 15%. And then at the results of this video, anything beyond 14 months in my store, I ran at a 20% discount just to move old inventory and recoup whatever profit or the majority of money that I can get back from things that I haven't seen hide nor hair of and have only been taking up space for the better part of a year. And the result of that, the absolute result of that is at 20%. My markdown sale is actually more. The revenue created by the markdown sale at this point, just with 10, 15, and 20% intervals, is actually more profitable, more revenue generated than the rest of my sales put together for the same time period. Like I've literally doubled, over doubled what I'm bringing in, you know. So without throwing numbers out there, not real numbers, let's just say proportionately, roughly, if I were to sell 1,000 a week on eBay normally, I've got another 1,400 a week coming in on markdown sales. Those aren't real numbers, but I'm just trying to emphasize how great this thing's been for things that I had not seen money for in a year. Now, in all honesty, I made sure that everything had its own separate shipping before this started. I did almost mess up on one, but before I sent an offer on it, which I am still sending offers, 5% though, rather than 10%. At any rate, I noticed it didn't have shipping, so I put shipping on it and sent the offer. I did not expect it to fly. I just wanted it off of my queue board, if you will, for offers that are able to be sent. I like that thing to be nice and clean, right? That all offers that can be sent will be sent, kind of deal. So I wanted to get it off of there. But at any rate, no, effectively over doubled what I've done in a week. Matter of fact, eBay numbers month to date, or last 30 days, however you want to, I think that's last 30 days is the way they do it. Up like 47%. It's just phenomenal. And the vast majority of those that did sell, I still made money on. There was a couple I broke even and one that I lost like $1.50. So what? You know, in order to get back, you know, $8.50 out of 10 on something that's been there 14 months, you know, I'll do it every time. Just let's turn and burn, right? So no, super huge. Do markdown sales work on eBay? For me, yes, they do. Matter of fact, for those that know me, I also run my website, www.jamestowntrading.com, and I do honor all of those prices, plus I give another 10% discount over and above what's on eBay. So you got to send me a message on my website in order to get that price change. But here's the deal, starting last night, now there is a portion of items that are even 25% off. So you had 25% off and 10% off. I'm no mathematician, but that's money. That is starting to become some real money, that a lot of this stuff is off. So super huge. Go to the website, check those out if you're interested. right at 35% off on some things. So you got to go to eBay to find the deals, but then come to me and I'll save you some extra money. No, on the real though, as far as the business, the normal stuff in this channel, I did have quite a few packages leaving out today. Super huge, almost a dozen of them. So that is nice, killer. In fact, I was up listening the majority of the day, so that made fulfilling orders a late night ordeal, which I'm good with. But you know, it had become daylight, and I'm still packing orders in. Give me just a second. I'm gonna go in and grab a coffee. All right, back at it. No, like I said, quite a few packages. I forget exactly where I left off. I always try to remember, but today I forgot. Quite a few packages going out. Just under a dozen. Woke up this afternoon right around 12. I'm going to Dad's. I got the day off. Again, I took the day off. Last time I seen y'all, I was talking about going part-time, that I had given my notice and everything else. For those that don't know, I am a part-time reseller with a full-time job, or at least up until recently, where I decided I wanted to go part-time rather than do a departmental switch that is standard ever so often. However, although they said yes and all this, now they're coming back and saying, well, you know, you still got to work your month-long schedule, and then you got to be approved. Yeah, after they already said yes. So I don't know exactly where that's going. In all honesty, it feels tacky. I don't know that. You know, I believe at a store level they were like, oh, okay, you want to go part time? That's fine. You know, whatever. We'll take you off the schedule, because I'd said that if you need to take me off the schedule while you find a new spot for me, that's fine. Just pull me off the schedule, because you were going to pull me off the schedule anyway, right? To put me in a different department. So if you're going to do that, just go ahead and do that. And when you get a spot for me, let me know. You know, I'll take a vacation. And they're like, no, now after they said yes. So no, we've got to do paperwork. We've got to get approval, and so I really wasn't asking for approval for going part time. Like I'm letting you know what my availability is. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out, and it may include, although I would like to keep a part-time job, it may include me not working there anymore. In all honesty, I make enough as it is on the business to support myself, not in a like my parents say, not in a manner I've become accustomed to, but I do make enough. Especially making enough in the slow time now, which is beautiful. You know, last month was up 300% over last year, and I'm just totally blessed to have that going for me. But I'm only picking up speed. Now there are a few things I'd still like to buy. So I would like a regular job for that. I don't want the business to have to afford those things. However, you know, like I was talking yesterday with family, I was talking actually to my wife on the phone. I hadn't seen her in forever, but I was talking to her. You know, I've got these, 30, 35 totes of uncatalogued merchandise. If I were home more, I could list more, and we know if I could list more, I could sell more, right? So the income that I have coming from the business that's already absolutely fantastic, that money could be exponentially grown if I'm able to list more days than my days off. Because I come home and I try to list a good amount of things. Sometimes I list, unfortunately, if I get to smalls and I don't mean smalls as in the actual product, but like low dollar amounts. I may only get $60, $100, $200 worth done in a day. Yesterday, working probably a solid 4 or 5 hours. I had some other things going on, and I wasn't feeling well yesterday. In those 4 or 5 hours, I listed $400 or $500, and those weren't great. I got stuff in my trunk that is almost $400 that won't take me 15 minutes to list. But just saying, if I get to the smalls, it is tricky to get a lot listed in a day. Now, I do need those smalls too. A matter of fact, out of yesterday, everything that I sold was smalls, except for one. Everything was in the $5 to $10 profit range, I ended up with about 100 for the day, which if I can do 100 for me, if I can do $100 a day profit in a month, that's not horrible. And this is the slow time of the year. But already just that, is not terrible. That will pay bills. That will actually pay bills and grow the business. I do live conservatively. I live well within my means, and that works. But I need the smalls too. But long story short, if I'm home and have another 40 hours a week to list, this business is going to get crazy good. The math is there. The dollars have already shown to be there. So I'm going to give them a call. I did take the day off. I said, well, regardless of what y'all think about my upcoming schedule or anything else, I have PTO, so paid time off. So I'm gonna take a day, and figure out where my head's at and where exactly I want to draw or not draw the line in the sand, so to speak. So, if y'all are going back on what you said, then I need to refigure where I'm at. There are some things within the company that I don't agree with moving forward, which made me feel better about stepping down, but at the same time, it's may very well be a reason that keeps me from coming back. So it's not going to hurt my feelings. I think I'm going to do just fine. I think I'm going to do better than fine. Let's be honest. Let's be absolutely honest. So, meanwhile, I'm going to see Dad today. I got my coffee in tow. It's not great today, but it is coffee. There was these things, I don't know if y'all seen them, but they were at the register, and they were little gummies that apparently are 75 milligrams of caffeine in each one. That's all they got. I wanted to see if there was vitamins. There should be vitamins. So caffeine gummy makers, put vitamins in, and it'd be like energy drinks in a gummy. That's a freebie. If you like it, pay me. You'll see it soon, though. You will see it soon. Yeah. All the vitamins, B, C, riboflavin. That's not necessarily a vitamin, but it's in energy drinks. All that stuff with the caffeine. When you don't have time to drink the 20-ounce deal, you can just pop a gummy, swallow it if you want. You don't even have to chew it. There'll be some people overindulgent in those. There was only 3 in a pack, which I guess that makes it safe, unless you buy like 100 packs. I almost bought a pack just to, get you where you're going kind of deal. I even told the lady that. Man, that stuff in short order, man. I see people munch down some gummy bears. Bouncing off the wall before too long. Doing well with this. Probably grab a triple shot once I get over to Dad's part of town. I gotta go shopping over there. I hadn't done that a solid week and a half, I think, so it's time. There's not a lot of room in the trunk or in here, but there's always room for one more. Other than that, guys, the job front is on. It's up in the air. The say the least. And it's bittersweet, but I kind of see where it's going. I've been there 6 years, but I did hear Richie Hustle say this a year ago. It's kind of stuck in my head. You know, when are you going to let a $50,000 or $100,000 a year job get in the way of, and I'm paraphrasing it, so I'm probably not right, but you know, how long are you going to let a $50,000 or $100,000 a year job stand in the way of $1 million business? I mean, you know, as it sits right now, I definitely don't have $1 million business. But 6 months ago, I was shooting the moon and saying that business was going to hit $100,000 this year in revenue. Yeah, it's looking more like 150, and that's from a part-time perspective. I can see relatively easy, like in the next year forecast, guys, if I were to go full-time at this thing, $300,000 to $400,000 a year revenue, I think is a pretty realistic number, and that's awesome. In all honesty, you figure, and it's a one-man deal, right? But if I had people, it could potentially get better. But you figure 30% at $300,000. That's not a horrible income. It's not. Definitely some adaptations, some evolutions of processes and storages, and I've already got some ideas on that. I have been looking into that are feasible and achievable, and feasible, achievable, doable. That's another able. Yeah. So yeah, definitely. And if I had help, who knows? Within the next few years, I think it could hit $1 million. I really do. So, short of that, guys, I think that's about it for the day. I know I've already got some orders started today. I do know that the nerves of getting orders, now that I know that I don't have an extra income, is a little bit more nerve-wracking at first. But when I first started trading stocks, I was all on it, you know, as far as my nerves of the ups and downs. And after about 6 months or so, I was able to get used to the flux of the way it flows. I do know the revenue that's being generated is undeniable, that there is enough money annually, maybe not necessarily at this time of year, but it does seem to be enough money annually to take care of me. So I need to coin a phrase from my business or from my job, you know, trust the process, right? So that's kind of where I'm at with this. I can see the money's there, so trust the process. It will come to fruition. So especially if I list more, it only stands to reason that I'll sell more. And that markdown sale is a powerful tool to generate revenue out of dead inventory. Now, there's still some dead inventory, some stale stuff, and in all fairness, 90% of it is good stuff. But some of it with shipping has made it at full retail, has made it a little less than appealing for people. But now that I'm at 10, 15, 20% off, even 25% now, that markup for retail is getting very enticing for buyers. And as long as I'm able to get my money out of those few things after I've sold thousands of things, When I've got 100 of them that I break even on, that's awesome, absolutely awesome. So we'll continue to do the thing. If you made it this far, hit the like, share, subscribe buttons. All those are free and they help me out a lot. We'll keep doing this darn thing. I'll see you later. Bye.